Yeah, no, for the first, second, and fourth.
So Mr. Sagana
and Muganda for the first, second, and fourth. And my colleague, I have the pleasure of introducing Kiget Muganda. Uganda with an M at the beginning.
So you're here for
First, second, and fourth.
second, third.
And fourth. First, second, and fourth. And Mr. Kiget, K-I-G. For the third. Thank you, my lord.
My lord, this matter is coming up for plea. However, I wish to inform the court that the four accused persons have not gone through a mental assessment. Oh, yes. I would try, but I would rather, so that I don't also make it so difficult, my lord. The fourth accused has not been taken for a mental assessment report. Sorry. I'm therefore praying that the fourth accused be taken for mental assessment at Madari Hospital.
You need to address me as to why I am taking this plea.
My lord, that is true. We are at the present we wish to defer the plea in view of the mental assessment report. However, it's true that this matter before you, the offense was committed in Marsabit. However, my lord, I wish to draw it to your attention that there was a lot of friction within the community in Marsabit. In view of that, it was the most prudent place, that is, Nairobi was the most prudent place to have this matter. But therefore, appealing that this honorable court allows that we defer plea to enable a mental assessment report to be carried out. My lord, I also wish to draw your attention that we're in the process of making an application for witness protection. We should be filing it shortly.
I don't know whether that matter has been admitted yet.
Yes. We are most obliged.
I think there's some procedure, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't know that has been admitted yet. There's a court there, isn't it?
Yes, there is a court. That is true. But the court also has the jurisdiction to hear this matter.
Mr. Galma, anything you want to say?
No, there's quite a bit we'd like to address. This matter has quite a bit of history. I'm glad the court has started pointing that out. We have an affidavit that we filed by Doyo Galgalo that just went to the bar court to paragraphs and pages in answer to what the court is saying. It's true that this matter, the offense was allegedly committed in Marsabit. In that affidavit, I'll refer you to page 22. There's a added information on the bottom center. There's an affidavit by the Senior Assistant Director of Public Prosecution. And in paragraph 8, she demands that the accused were granted bond. Page 22. The explanation is in the bottom center.
This one by Reader.
Yes. She demands that the accused were granted bond with an option of cash bail, which was processed promptly and they were released on the 2nd January, which were too lenient and without stringent bond term whatsoever, putting into consideration this matter could not be filed within the jurisdiction of Marsabit High Court, but Meru High Court, because the situation on the ground was tense and volatile. So the accused person, after being arrested, bonded, incarcerated for a month, took a plea. That's the first, second, and third accused took a plea in Meru, which was the place of choice for the prosecutor. The court in Meru granted bond terms for 300,000, which was processed and were given case management. The receipts are attached from page 13 to 15. My lord, all of them are done mental assessments. They're on page 4, 5, and 6. And there's a pre-bail report on page 7 to 12. The DPP was unhappy as they have confirmed with the bail terms that were granted by the court, and then they opted to discharge, or rather enter nollie, so as to come.
Do I confirm that the court accused or your question about the plea?
I'm talking about the plea. I'll come to the forum. For the simple reason of forum shopping, to come and look for a court that will either completely deny bail or give more stringent terms. They informed that themselves in an affidavit in that paragraph 8, being very unhappy with the lenient bail terms. It's not in question that those bail terms were not breached. So when they applied to enter nollie, the court in Meru asked them to do a formal application, which they did. And my lord, I'll refer you to page 33. The mischief of entering nollie was very obvious. They were through the back door trying to get more stringent bail terms. They were conniving through to get an appeal or a review of the bail terms. And your sister, Lady Justice Ongijo, read through it. And she granted that order on condition that the first three to be discharged, and if the DPP want to arrest them to charge them again, they should be bonded to whichever police station or the appropriate court. Of course, that did not happen, and the DPP is not going to address you in this. They have since been detained from that ruling, and then they elect to bring them from Meru before this court. We made various efforts over the weekend to try and discharge them in accordance with that order in vain. And my lord, for those first three, we ask in this court to uphold the dignity and authority of the High Court. We ask in this court to stop that contemptuous attitude of the DPP of abusing this process and an affront of judicial system. So that the first three should be discharged if no plea is taken today in accordance with the order of your system. And for the fourth accused, he was arrested on the 17th of December. He's been in custody since then. And my lord, I'll refer you to page 32 of that bundle. The court gave an order for mental assessment and a bail report to be done on the fourth accused before he took his plea. From the 17th of December, the same was taken and the DPP deliberately failed to file it in court. You can see my colleague, Mr. Nyega,
24th.
the 24th, I believe, was on Monday. Last Thursday. But he was arrested on the 17th of December. So my colleague was bringing that to the attention of the court about the filing. I wish to make an application in criminal case number 6. Today was a return date from the accused. We are to confirm if the mental assessment and bail has been filed. Even though done by the DPP, they deliberately decided not to have the same filed. But he's been arrested from the 17th. So that we urge this court to read through the mischief and inquire as to why that has not been filed from the 17th of December. They continue arresting and killing for over a month. Lord, we are very alive as to what the
Your Honor, my lord, allow me just to maybe interrupt a little. We have actually been given this affidavit right now,
Yeah.
just now.
But the facts that we don't have a ruling by Judge Godana.
No, we don't have that ruling.
Can I send it to Nero?
I would be most obliged, my lord, if you could give us that opportunity, but we don't have that ruling as we stand here.
Can you give it to you? You have it now. Can you read it so that you then respond?
It will give us time to also, we will also need time to respond to this affidavit comprehensively, because he has raised issues which I think it's only fair for us to respond, and it will be also useful to the court when we make a comprehensive response.
How soon can that be done?
My lord, if you can give us, my lord, tomorrow we will we can file it. We can file the response, if that is convenient to the court.
Mr. Godana, can we allow them to put whatever they want to put so that my mind is clear? That is why you talk. Because Mr. Godana has already spoken, but I can put you so that your client can pay you. Yes, yes, talk. Yes, Mr. Kido. Let Mr. Kido talk.
I'm trying, my lord, to interject what my learned colleague, Madam Jacinta, is trying to say. It's the same client who has brought or instructed her to come to court today, and they must have been very candid to her and say we were from Meru Court before we came here, and the findings. So it's not a surprise that she's getting all this evidence and documents today. Our client should have brought all these things to our attention.
We'll just give her the benefit of doubt. If our client did not give her the instructions, record speaks for themselves. We'll give her the benefit of doubt if they were not given proper instructions, then she can put it to the writing.
Yes.
But I am tomorrow. If you're coming tomorrow, it is at 9 o'clock because I have been given permission that I should going to come as a student for the next 2 days. So, and I'm the only one who is here. So you come at between 9 and 10. We hear you, then we make a comprehensive decision. So Ms. Nyamosi confirm whatever Mr. Sagana has said. If it is true, then I'll definitely send you to them. So you get those instructions when you come. Because if it is true, that should be to Meru Court. Then it will be unfortunate that I'll send you back to Meru for continuity and proper administration of justice.
I'm not able to give her time because with the
I
modern
said at
technology,
9 because I'm only here between 9 and 10.
I was praying for her to be given hours because of the new technology, IT. She could also ask for fax, internet, and all that. She'll get it within